Hey, everybody, and welcome to A Closer Walk. I just want to thank all of you for joining me here today. I wanted to take a moment to share with you an experience I had last week. I went to a women's conference for a couple of days, and we heard from so many wonderful speakers there. They shared a lot of inspiration and encouraging words. It was just a really wonderful experience. I found myself taking a lot of notes during their speeches because I wanted to gather and remember as many nuggets of the wisdom they were sharing as I possibly could. One day during the conference and during one of the sessions, we were tasked with an activity. We were given a printout of an image of a tree and some post it notes shaped like leaves. And we were told to take those post it notes and write some personal goals, not anything to do with our jobs or our professions, just some personal goals for our lives. And once we came up with those goals, then we were supposed to write some plans of action beneath those, some things that we wanted to do to try to begin accomplishing these goals. So I actually wrote 4 goals down. And the first one that I wrote down was finding more time to enjoy life instead of focusing so much of my energy on my responsibilities in my life. I tend to let myself burn out quite a bit because I focus too much of my energy on the things that I have to get done and I don't take enough time for myself. So I actually took my first step of action for this goal the last day of the conference. When the conference was over, I actually took myself to the nearest Bath and Body Works and I took my time browsing around and bought myself a few goodies. It was just nice to take a moment for myself. And I even found myself continuing that today. I took part of my lunch break and drove over to Belk and just browsed the racks in there a little bit. And I may have bought the shirt that I'm wearing today while I was there. But it just felt really nice to just even take a moment out of the middle of my work day to do something for myself that just brought me joy. So it really made a difference in my day. It made me feel a little lighter and a little happier, especially after I got such a nice purchase that I could just really enjoy. And the next goal that I chose for myself was expand my horizons. So often I'll see crafts or gardening activities or something like that on Facebook, Instagram, anywhere. And I'll think, I'd really like to try that, and I never do. I'm just always too busy, or I just don't feel like it. And so all that stuff just gets pushed aside and pushed aside. So I really want to take time to try to start picking some of these things and, just pick one thing and start off with and do it and see what I think about it and accomplish it. I just think that would feel really good to do. And also to travel more for fun. I tend to travel a lot for work and everything, but I don't really travel a whole lot for fun these days. And so I'd like to do that too. I haven't done anything for my plan of action for this one yet, but I'm planning on finding something, just something small that I can do to just get myself started. The next goal that I chose for myself was to keep up on bettering myself and just bettering my health. So some of you know that I have been working on finally completing my bachelor's degree. I will complete that sometime in July. So yay, so glad that that's finally happening. And I will be going straight into my master's degree program after that so that I can complete that as well. As for bettering my health, I've been working on that as well. Just eating healthier and just taking better care of myself, walking and things like that. And it's just really made a difference. I feel more energetic. I don't feel as tired and worn down as I usually do. So for that goal, I've been working on that, but I wanted to put it there because it's something that I want to continue. It's something that I don't want to fall by the wayside. I want to continue working on those things because I know that they make me happy and they make me feel better about myself and how I'm taking care of myself, so to speak. The last one was the be bold. That was what I wrote, be bold. And I actually did my started my plan of action with this one at the conference. They had asked us to do this task, and then once we were finished, they said they were going to be asking for volunteers to share their goals and their action plans. And I was like, nope, I'm good. No, I'm not going to do that. But as I sat there, this still small voice was like, you literally wrote, be bold. Get up and share. And the shy part of me, that timid girl that's in me, was like, no, I'm not getting up. I'm not going to do that. But that voice was still there. That was God. He was leading me. He wanted me to stand up and be bold. And so I shot my hand up. I got chosen. And I stood up and I shared these goals with all of these women in front of me. Some of them I knew. Most of them I did not. My heart was racing. The microphone was shaking in my hand. I felt like my voice was quivering, but I made it. I did it. I shared, and I'm so glad I did. The outpouring of support from these amazing women there afterwards was so nice. I felt so encouraged and uplifted. I remember afterwards, it took so long for my hands to stop shaking. I remember picking up my water cup and it was, like doing this. But I felt so proud of myself for doing it, for pushing past my own barrier of shyness and just getting up there and doing it. It wasn't easy for me, but I did it. I always say, you get me in front of a bunch of people and have me sing and I'll be fine, but getting up and talking, especially like an impromptu talk like that is a totally different thing for me. And my nerves were frazzled, but I did it. A few people I know were like, Misty, you are not shy. But I am. It just depends on the situation. I spent many years being that shy girl that just sat quietly in a crowd, and I worked hard to get past that, because to be honest, being that shy girl sitting quietly in a crowd is lonely. People will try to talk to you only so many times if you don't really talk back. And it took a lot of work to push past that. I still find myself dealing with that in certain situations. I still find myself going back into that shell of that shy girl. So I'm still a work in progress on that, but I took a big step on that goal, and I'm glad I did. And I'm sharing all this with all of you today, not to toot my own horn, so to speak, but because I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to take that step of faith, to be bold, to enjoy life, to take care of yourself, and don't let fear hold you back from an abundant life, because God wants us to have an abundant life. In 1 Timothy 1:7, it says, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and of a sound mind." God doesn't want us to fear life. He wants us to enjoy it. I really and truly believe that. He wants us to go out there and be bold in a good way. He wants us to be bold in our faith and in our service to Him and in our care for each other. He wants us to just be there for each other. So He didn't create us to just sit idly by and miss out on life. He wants us to enjoy life. I know it's not always easy. I know it's not always joyful. But we should strive to enjoy each and every day, because you know what? Every day is a gift. So I want to encourage all of you to do the same task that I did. I will try to share a little bit more about it on my page here so you can see what I did. I have a picture of mine so I can share that with you. But try it sometime. I really think you will enjoy it. I think that it'll be as beneficial to you as it was to me. But make a goal, something that you want to do, and just to get yourself started. It can be something small. It doesn't have to be anything big at all. Since I've taken these steps towards my goals, I have just felt so good. I find myself doing more each day or thinking about what can I do for that goal? What can I do to accomplish that goal or to even just grow from it a little bit more? And so I think that you'll enjoy it too. It's a good feeling. And I know I'm on my way to living a more abundant life that God has in store for me. So I want to thank all of you again for being here with me today. I appreciate all of you so much. As always, if you have any prayer requests, please leave them for me in the comments section or send me a private message. I'd love to pray with you. I hope all of you have a wonderfully blessed week. God bless you. Take care, and I will see all of you very soon.